Hey guys, Dion here, and welcome back to another speed building video. So this here is it's not really like well, yeah, this house is a little bit different just because it's not like your typical small family home. Um, like it's a little different, and I'm gonna let you guys see what it looks like. I'm just gonna say real quick if in the middle of this video I just kind of not stop talking, but like I talk a little bit quieter or I just don't have words for what I'm saying. I just had a crazy day at work and I'm just a little bit tired, but I do want to get this video recorded and released for you guys. But yeah, anyways, I do hope you guys enjoy it. It, like I said, it's like not a typical family home. The layouts quite different for what I usually build, but I think in the end it actually works out pretty good. But yeah, so the idea I was going for this house at first was just gonna be like a one person home, like it wasn't gonna be anything too much. But then as I kind of really started going into it, I really wanted to do like a split level family home. So the first level isn't really even anything except for the entranceway and the powder room. Just because there is no powder room, and I guess you could say like the basement area, which isn't like a typical basement because you can see everything going on down there. Um, so yeah, it is kind of like a two-level house, just with a little bit of dynamics. But yeah, so just something just different, I guess is a good way to say it. Um, but yeah, no, I like it. It's expensive for like a family home. I think it's like 113 or something, but I mean it's not too bad. I mean, you could easily just say unfurnished for the house if you don't want to cheat on your money, and then just kind of furnish it with the remaining funds. It wouldn't be that expensive. I want to say it was like just the empty shell of the house. Probably be around 14, something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but it would be something. And then just on the back there, I just tried extending the basement, but it wasn't working for me. So I just kind of fixed it up a little bit, and then I took the opportunity to make the master bedroom just a little bit bigger. And then I just kind of scratched the whole idea of trying to make it work and just made it one whole room again. Just because the walls were reading as just walls, not as a room, which was a little bit annoying, but after a little bit I was able to fix it. So yeah, so for the floor plan of this house, it is completely open as for living space for the kitchen, dining, living room area, which is in the basement technically with the overlook from the entranceway. And then we have just a powder room on the top level and a master and two bedrooms on the upper floor. And you could easily make the nursery into like a kid's room and the child's room, and then have two teenagers, like two single beds in the teens room. So you can easily fit like a family of five in this, or I guess a family of six in this house. But yeah, it's completely expendable, which is nice because you could always just make the second level one normal level and then just have a basement in the house. But yeah, so it's completely a lot of things that you could change with it to make it work for like a bigger family. Anything that you would want, it would probably work 100%. And but yeah, so I was just trying to figure out like color scheme though in this house because I didn't want anything really too beige, I guess is the word, or like so much color that it becomes a neutral color and it doesn't become like the accent color. So every room just kind of had its own thing, and I didn't realize until I was actually going into screenshots that the master bedroom has it's a very one tone color room. So I mean you could easily just change it up a little bit just by choosing a different swatch or whatnot. But yeah. So kitchen's very simple, nothing too crazy. Just those two empty counters for you to use to cook and get your food needs up. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And then just dining room off to the side, and then living and I guess activity space. Oh my goodness. Um, next to the living room. Yeah, it's very very simple, nothing too crazy. Nice. But yeah. I do change the fireplace though because it wasn't working in the space. I didn't like how big it was. It was just too clunky for this space. I mean, it's not like this is a modern home or anything, but the fireplace it wasn't working. So I do get rid of it in like probably about 2 seconds. Here, yeah, right here. Right. So I just actually use the cheapest fireplace that we do have. I don't think they're more prone to fires. I mean, they probably are because they are the cheaper type. But it fits the house, I think, a little bit better. And then I wanted to do like the blue color on the couches, but then they were just too strong. And then I was gonna leave them in this brown color, but I'm quite sure I changed them either off screen or I changed them further into the build. I'm not sure, to be honest. And then yeah, just going in with some decor. I can always use. And then I did add in some shelves in the kitchen just to kind of, spice it up just a little bit because you need a little something something. Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys. Totally I didn't really zone out there, but yeah. No, like I said, I'm tired. It was a crazy day at work today. It wasn't like busy, but it was like weird customers. And when I say weird customers, like it wasn't even anything crazy like during my shift. Like I had to wake up one guy that was like, sleeping, passed out on one of the tables, and of course he's swearing at me and calling me names. But unfortunately, I used to this, so I'm like, okay, bye. You can leave my restaurant now. Get out, bye. And then at the end of my shift, I was in the office helping another manager out with numbers. And next thing I know, a crew person comes and tells me that there's like a death match going on in lobby, and I go out there with my other manager, and these 10 kids are just screaming at this one adult who's like probably about 50 feet away from him. And I work in a family restaurant, and these kids are dropping every swear word in the book, and it was just insane. Like I felt like I worked at a daycare more than I did at a restaurant, and it was nuts. And I didn't even leave our dining room until I knew the kids were out of there because I was like, if I leave, these kids are just gonna start something up and they're just gonna go psycho. Like, it was insane. Like, I actually had to put my arm out to restrain one kid from trying to walk over to the guy and start something. Like, I don't understand what people think nowadays. It's like, you are a child. This is a grown man. How do you think you're gonna take him? I honestly, I don't understand sometimes, you guys. Like, what is going through these people's heads? I don't get it. I don't know. It's strange. And I wish I could say this is the first time that I dealt with this type of thing. But honestly, okay, I mean, that fight, that was the first thing that I've dealt with it. But like, having to do with like these funny little things that happen at work, it happens actually quite a bit. Usually it's more entertaining than it is just like tiring. Like, it was just ridiculous. Like, I actually felt like I was babysitting children for this one particular instance because these kids would not listen to me. Like, I was telling to be quiet, I was trying everything in my power to get them to stop talking, and they were just running their mouth, and it was just absolutely ridiculous and useless and ridiculous. Like, there's parents in our dining room with their hands over the kids' ears because these kids were swearing so bad. Like, I wish I could say it that I was like over exaggerating what happened, but I'm probably under exaggerating what happened. Like, it was just ridiculous. So like that was just, I'm already tired from the day, and that just topped it off. Like, that was just like, that was the breaking point where I was like, oh my goodness, people need to stop. But yeah, that's why apparently I can't talk today. But anyways, back to the video, because this is what you get. Oops, see, I just accidentally flung something across the room. Anyways, back to the video, because this is why you're actually here. Hey! So right there was just the computer area, with some extra skill building things. I want to make sure I could get in, just because I do like to pack a lot of function to one space. I mean, you could easily delete it, or even extend the basement outwards to like fit more rooms. You know, whatever you need, you can get it. And then I just thought, well, you know what, let's try and get a hood vent in here. So I just kind of extended, or added in one wall into the kitchen. Just a little something, something, add a little something, something to it, and then just connect it. Just to connect it, I brought the railings in, and I get rid of these pool things. I don't like how it was glitching. Also, they weren't actually connecting with the hood itself, so I just went ahead with this wall-mounted one. And then just added a light in just to brighten things up a little bit. And then the powder room, very simple. I mean, nothing too crazy. Just your basic sink, toilet, and then just one of the medicine cabinets in there. Oh yeah, and then just added some extra stuff in there. And I think I even put in a window, because there's no window. Which means I probably put in a curtain. Yeah. You should be able to get in there, no problem with the curtain next to the door, but if you can't, you just delete the curtain. It's not the biggest thing in the world. And I just, oh, did I put that out in there? Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Oh, that's the other build I'm thinking of. That's awkward. And then just for the entrance area, just putting in the coat rack, couch, and shoe rack. And that's about it. Very simple, nothing too crazy. I mean, you know, you don't need much. Just somewhere to put your shoes on and put your shoes away. Keep it nice and clean. And then, yeah, so here I was just kind of changing everything to bring some more color into the house. And then the upstairs bathroom. So this would be like the main bath where everyone would share. So if you do have more than like 3 Sims in this house, 3 or 4 Sims, you would probably want to add in a second bathroom. Even just like, or sorry, a third bathroom. Even if it's just like another powder room, or just like a shower room, I guess you could say. You could do that. You could also make the master bedroom just a little bit smaller and give them a 3-piece ensuite, a sink, shower, and toilet. Yeah, so here we are in the master bedroom. I was going to go with this bed here, and then I realized that we got new patches for it, which is really exciting. We got new patches from, and we got, what's it called? Vampire Pack. So I realized, I was like, oh, I'm like, that's the same pattern. I'm like, that's so cool. So I just went ahead, switched up the patterns, but then I got the wallpaper that only shows it when you turn the camera, so you get that little bit of shine to it. That way it's not like pattern on pattern all the time, but it is there to a fault, I guess you can say. But yeah, I really like the colors for the new patches that we got. Like, it works really well. And like, I didn't realize it until when I was flashing the gray wallpaper on and off on the walls. I was like, oh my god, I'm like, we got new patches. That is so exciting. Or swatches, sorry. Like, I think we should almost just, like, every update, we should just get new swatches for, like, certain items. Because I like most of the stuff that we have. Like, it's very useful. But, I mean, I use so much of the same thing all the time that it's like, you know what? A little bit of variety would be nice, you know? So, like, give us no new, like, things. But just do an update that's all patches. Or swatches, sorry. That would be pretty cool. Like, an update of, like, everything gets 3 new colors. That would be exciting. I mean, that would be a lot of work, but I mean, it's not that, you know, per se. So, you know, hey, shout out EA. Let's get some new swatches up in here, you know, some new colors. Hey, that's what I like. But yeah, anyways, here is what I'm talking about. Like, the master bedroom is very one color. Like, the couch, the dresser, and the bed are like all grays. It's like light, I don't want to say like purples, but like all grays. And I realized that afterwards. I was just like, oh no. I'm like, this is not what we want. I'm like, this is gonna have to change, but I mean, I kind of had already uploaded it to the gallery, so if I had to upload it again, I would lose all my downloads. So it's like, that's alright. People can just change the color. Doesn't bother me. So now we're just here in the, wow, I cannot think, kids room? Kids room. This is the kids room. So, it's a very colorful, very fun, nothing too crazy, kind of staying in that green, white, black theme. Oh. Sorry guys. Yeah, still staying in that green, black, white theme. Yeah, so like very kid friendly. Throwing in some kid toys in there, some toddler toys, because they wanna keep some stuff from their childhood. And then for the lights, because I do add, I guess you could say, one too many lights in this room, because I have a normal light for the room, and then over this drawing table here, I put the cloud light, kind of just like the creativity, the thought process idea behind it, but it makes the corner light up really, really strange. Like not strange, but like it overlights it. Overlights it. I guess that's a way of saying it. Like it becomes a glare, I guess, like in that corner there. So I mean, you can easily just turn down the lighting on that light, but like that was kind of like the intention, that it was more just like a decor piece, any more than like an actual light fixture per se. But yeah, now we're just here in the teenagers' room. Again, I'm actually just realizing this now, kind of monochromatic, except for the desk area. I do use not a lot of, but I do throw in the color red just to brighten up a little bit. And then again, after I had uploaded it and taken screenshots and everything. Oh, okay, I do change the dresser. Okay, it's not too bad. I realized I forgot to put in a side table. So I mean, you could easily just throw in a side table, and then just throw in a light or a decor piece, or whatever works for your family, whatever works best. But yeah, so that's basically teenager's room, and then I just throw in a bookshelf, just for some extra reading that they can get in. And then, but yeah, that's basically the inside part of the house itself. And then we will be moving on to the outside for the gardening. Since I don't really have a backyard, I did want to create a front sitting area. Oh. Sorry, front sitting area. So I did just fast forward and I skipped the pond making part. I do have another video out. It's actually one of my first videos that I did. I'm just gonna apologize in advance on the sound, or the sound quality in that video wasn't the best. So I'm just learning back then. But if you do want to go see how I did it, you can go back and watch that video. It's an easy, it's a super easy process. But I mean it gets repetitive if I, show it to you guys every single time that I do it. Yeah, so I do just get this little sitting area out here, and then we do also get a barbecue out as well. That way, they can do a little summer grilling, but I also make it private, so you only see it when you actually get to the front door. It would be, I guess, technically not invisible, but hidden from the street. That way, you can have that little private sitting area all to yourself with the pond right next to you. And then I just kind of, throwing in the bushes again. I explained all of that in the first build that I did, so you can go and see that if you want to see how it is done. Again, super easy, nothing too crazy that you have to do. And then just adding in some path detail. Yeah, that's basically the house. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. And I forgot to add a bin inside the kitchen. So you also have to add a bin inside the kitchen, because I put one outside. So I don't think they will walk outside every time to put something in the garbage. I mean, they probably will, because, it's Sims, and my Sims are usually pretty stupid. They like to waste time. So you might want to put a bin in the kitchen. But anyways, it's just a screenshot. So front of the house, inside in the foyer area. This is the middle floor bathroom, dining area, kitchen. Yeah, you need to add a bin in there. My bad. Activity area. and our living room area, and master bedroom. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak still. Alright, anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and make sure to leave any ideas, comments, or ideas down below. Anyways, I will talk to you guys all soon, and hope you all have a great day. Yeah, alright, talk to you later. Bye.